What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to the top 3 new meta skill moves and new additions in FIFA 21. These are going to be 3 quick and easy skill moves that can help improve your gameplay, help you score more goals and ultimately get more wins. The 3 we're going to go over is the feint and turn, which is a quick deceptive skill move to trick your opponents by swiftly changing direction very quickly and using your body to shield the ball. The second one is a directional nutmeg. This is basically a speed boost skill move which is used to knock the ball past your opponent. It's used to evade an attack or if someone's coming towards you. You can knock the ball past them or even knock the ball into space to create an angle towards goal. Then the final one I want to go over is a super cancel, which is used to confuse your opponents by making predictable skill moves unpredictable by cancelling the animation midway through to keep your opponent always second guessing. If you do enjoy this video, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you want to get better at FIFA, I do have a FIFA School series on my Patreon with hundreds of people already joined. Patreon.com/NealGuides is an active, serious community with advanced, in-depth videos going through everything you need to become a better player at FIFA. It's a progressive learning system which each tutorial builds upon the previous one, so no matter what your skill level is, you'll always be able to improve straight away and get better at FIFA. Loads of videos that go beyond the scope of YouTube videos, so if you want to see that, link is down in the description down below, and don't forget there is a money back guarantee, so you can try it for a month. If you find that you do not improve at all after 1 month, I'll give you a money back guarantee. But without further ado, let's go straight into the video. Okay, now the first one is the feint forward and turn. This is a new skill move, a new addition to FIFA 21. It's very simple. All you do is you flick the right analog stick twice backwards into the direction you're going, relative to the direction you're going. It's used to confuse your opponents and it's good to be combined with dribbling. So let's say, for example, you're down the wing, you would use the feint and turn to basically turn one way to also change direction on the dime, but also you can combine it with dribbling to confuse your opponent like you can see in this example. It's really good to also draw fouls inside the box because you're changing direction so quickly. For example, in the situation here, the goalkeeper's coming towards me, I flick the right analog stick twice opposite direction and I change direction so quickly my body acts as a shield that my opponent's goalkeeper actually brings me down. It's a very effective skill not just to change the angle towards goal, but also used to draw penalties and to protect the ball. As I said, to do it is very simple. We got Neymar here in Arena, and all you do is you flick the right analog stick twice backwards. As you can see, very simple, and that is it. So you can run, for example, and you can flick the right analog stick backwards twice. And don't forget it's relative to the position you're facing. So because we're doing this in Arena, if I'm running, for example, from left to right, I have to flick the right analog stick back behind me. So depending on whichever way your player is facing, you have to basically flick the right analog stick in the opposite direction they're running, and that's how you do it. So you can, for example, run, do it straight away, and animation happens so smoothly. It's kind of like a fluid animation. Don't forget this can be combined with other skill moves. You can use this in combination with other skill moves to kind of combine them all together and you make some pretty good combinations. Okay, now let's move on to the second skill move. It's called a directional nutmeg. Now, although the name suggests a nutmeg, it can be used as a nutmeg as you can see for some of these examples. But the main thing is it gives you a speed boost. It's used to knock the ball away from your opponent or to evade a tackle. So if your opponent is coming towards you, you can use it inside the box to knock the ball past them or in a 1v1 situation. It's good to be used in a 1v1 situation or down the wing. You can also use it to beat goalkeepers, as you can see from this example. And it's very simple to do. You can also do it to create an angle towards goal. So you can create an angle towards goal, and that way you can get a more accurate shot leading towards goal. Again, it's very easy to do. So you want to hold the L1, the R1 button, and you want to flick the right analog stick into a direction. Now what's important is I'd recommend doing this while you're jogging, and you can flick it and that way you get that speed boost immediately. There is a bit of confusion around this. People have been saying that this doesn't work too well. The reason why people get this confused is if you hold L1, R1 and you hold the right analog stick to the left hand side, you end up doing a setup touch. So try not to hold the right analog stick for too long, otherwise you end up doing a setup touch. And that's why I'd recommend doing it while you're jogging and kind of press all 3 buttons at the same time. So if I wanted to exit here to the top right, I hold the L1, R1 and I'll flick the right analog stick to the top right at the same time. So like I'll be jogging, flick it like that, and that way it instantly works. Again, do not hold it like so because you end up doing a setup touch. So you just want to basically go forward and you want to flick it into the direction you want to use it. And I said when you're jogging, it's the best way to do it. Try pressing it at the same time and you get that kind of movement, and if the opponent brings you down, great, you draw a foul or a penalty if the goalkeeper brings you down. Otherwise it's very effective to use inside the box. What I would say is do be careful how you use this. This skill move is all about timing. If you want to get it through the opponent's legs, which is actually very difficult, you have to wait for them to make a move first. But again, the most important thing with the skill move is timing. Once you got the timing right, it's going to be one of the most effective skill moves to run past your opponent, especially if he's running towards you. Just as a quick reminder, I do stream on twitch.tv/NealGuides as well, so you can watch this all on Twitch. So if you want to watch me play this FUT Champions this weekend league on Twitch, feel free to join twitch.tv/NealGuides. Link will be in the description below as well. But the final one we're going to go into is called the hard super cancel. Now the super cancel already existed in FIFA. The new one is called the hard super cancel, and it's done by holding L1, R1 and R1, R2 at the same time, and the same for Xbox. You basically want to press them all together, smash them together, and that is how you activate the super cancel. And what this does is it makes players go into free form or cancels the animation. So let's say for example you want to do a Berber spin. Now a Berber spin or a Magidi spin is one of the most predictable skill moves in the game. People don't use it because it's very predictable, but what the super cancel can do, or the hard super cancel is called as, it can basically make the most predictable skill moves unpredictable. So you can basically do the Magidi spin, but then cancel it midway like so. You see that? And what I'm doing over here is you can do this with any skill moves. You can do it, for example, like a fake shot and you can cancel it midway through. You can do a pass and you can cancel it midway through. You can even do Elastico and cancel it midway through. It's one of the most effective skill moves to use to cancel it. And this is used in combination with something else. So you could pretend to go one way with the Magidi spin and then you exit the other way very quickly. We're going to run through some examples. So here you can see I got the ball, I'm about to do the Magidi spin, and I use the L1, R1, R2 and R1 button all together at the same time to cancel the animation. As you can see, my opponent doesn't read it, allows me to swiftly get away. So your opponent basically thinks you're going to do the skill move, but then a super cancel just stops the animation straight dead in its tracks. So it makes it very easy for you to get past, makes them very hard for them to read you. If you think about using this inside the box for like a scoop turn or L1 fake shot, you can basically cancel it and then move away. So you can basically create the angle towards goal and then move the ball away. So it is very, very effective in that regard. Not only does it trick your opponent, but it also gives you free control over the player that's selected. So for example, let's say you make a through ball to your striker and you know that striker is offside and you don't want the referee to blow the whistle, or maybe you want to use a second player and use the other player to get the ball. You can basically use a super cancel. So for example, like in this situation, the through ball gets played and I activate the super cancel, and as you can see my left hand on stat, I can just basically move away from the ball because the game locks you onto the ball. So this is basically like unlocking that. So if the game locks you onto the ball, you can always use the free form or the super cancel to control the players. So as long as you're holding L1, R1, L2 and R2, or the same on Xbox, you can basically super cancel anything in theory as long as the animation has not continued. So if you do, for example, a skill move and you do it too late, it won't work. If you do the Magidi spin and you do it too late, it won't work. So as soon as you do a skill move, do the kind of the super cancel animation straight away. That way it works without fail. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. These are the 3 easy skill moves that I recommend doing. There are a few more which I may make a video in the future, but these are 3 very quick and underrated skill moves which I think will lean towards the meta. Don't forget, I will be streaming on twitch.tv/NealGuides, and don't forget, if you do enjoy this video, you can of course like the video. Let me know down below in the comment section what kind of other videos you want to see on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe because I'm uploading a new tutorial every single day and a new formation video every single week. Thanks for watching guys, take it easy, and I'll see you in the weekend league. Take care boys.